Everyone. Very evening to all of you. Welcome to the session. I hope I am properly audible and visible. Please let me know here in the chat. I'm here with another editorial for all of you. For those who don't know the schedule, it's like this. I have classes here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 1:30 p.m., where we take topic-wise practice sessions, and then you have Monday to Saturday, 8 p.m. editorial analysis class here. So both the classes are extremely helpful if you want to work on your English and if you're preparing for multiple exams where English is asked. This is a go-to session. ओके एटलीस्ट एडिटोरियल वन बिकॉज एडिटोरियल में हम बहुत सारी चीज़ें कवर we are doing skimming, we are doing vocabulary which is super important for you, any exam, descriptive or just objective. Then we are working on grammar part, so by spotting certain things our brain starts to recognize how to use a word. That's why we do that exercise. And then MCQs भी हम कुछ कर रहे हैं. ओके दैट्स व्हाट वी हैव. एंड अभी आप लोगों को स्किमिंग करनी है. सबसे पहले तो इफ यू डोंट नो, आई एम निहारिका जॉन मेहरा, योर फैकल्टी ऑफ इंग्लिश, and you need to like and share quickly, subscribe if you are new, and if you want free PDFs do check out our description below. और वहाँ से आप हमारे टेलीग्राम ग्रुप में ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. There you will get all the PDFs free of cost. Okay, so that's it. हम अभी 2.5 minutes I'll give to you और हमें पढ़ना शुरू करेंगे. You have to read the whole article in a way where you understand the main essence of it. Skip and read, jump some words. Okay, try to focus more on subjects and verbs of the sentences. Don't read as if you want to translate, memorize करना है speech जैसे कि आपको depth में जाके उसका analysis करना है. No. हमारे काम पूर्ता कितना समझ में आ रहा है बस उस हिसाब से पढ़ना है. ओके, सो प्लीज स्टार्ट डूइंग इट नाउ. Afternoon class wasn't there. I was busy somewhere. He didn't have the afternoon class. I think you're asking about the afternoon class because this class I can see it is live. You were asking about why we didn't have class in the afternoon, right? So I was not available at that time. I hope it is clear now. Okay, so excuse me. No time to rest means there is a lot of work to be done on India's ranking and the Sustainable Development Report. Okay, let's see what SDR says and all. India did well in climbing up SDG rankings but falls short in governance. We are still behind in governance. India has been ranked among top 100 countries in the SDR for first time since the data began to be published in the network since 16. So this is the first time India का नाम भी top 100 में आया. SDSN is an independent body under the aegis of the UN whose publications are tracked by policymakers and government. So this is a very important kind of network, and the report of course is also very important that has been published by them. In 16, India was ranked 110th out of 157, making steady progress to reach 99 this year out of an expanded basket of 167. So this time total nations were 167 and we got 99th ranking with better metrics and more granular comparisons. More granular means more detailed, fine तरीके से comparisons यहाँ हो रहे हैं. But this is no time to rest on this laurel. Laurel, an honor, an accolade, and a reward, a prize, उसको हम laurel बोलते हैं. Okay. India must look at why this incline by 11 points was not achieved any sooner and the gaps to focus on. Author is saying इतना था 11 points जो खसके हैं हम, okay, 11th 110 से 99, why we couldn't do it earlier, why it took so many years. From a developmental perspective, SDSN ranks India as having fared better in poverty education, that is the SDG 1. ये सब आपको पता होना चाहिए SDG 1 SDG 2 क्या है, क्योंकि एनी टाइम सस्टेनेबल गोल्स के ऊपर ऐसे आता है and if you use these wordings then it's something really good for your essay. Okay, it looks really good if you are using the terms and all which are very much oriented to the topic, है ना. Read about it. वैसे तो I believe आप awareness and all में कर ही रहे होगे. Getting back, so India as having fared better, India has done better in poverty reduction. Poverty में better हुआ है, even as India's poverty estimation continues to be mired in controversy. Still हमारा जो poverty का जो poverty वाला area है उसमें लोग बोलते ही रहते हैं mired means it is entangled, it is spoiled by controversies. Due to lack of a publicly available consumption expenditure data, because there is no such data available publicly that would show कि exactly poverty कहाँ है, कितनी है. Since 18, the poverty line that is 33 rupee per day rural and 47 rupee per day urban not having been updated. So poverty line को भी update नहीं करा गया है, जो कि इतना है respectively. Excuse. Proxy data suggests a considerable poverty reduction and almost having between 2012 22% based on NSSO data and 2023 World Bank ने जो बोला है. So proxy data is substitute data, whatever the leftover और जो भी हाथ में है, that data suggests a considerable reduction. बाकी कहाँ से कितना हुआ उसका इतना आपको टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Main idea is this. अब SDG 2 पे आते हैं, that is hunger. So but SDG 2 0, hunger has remained a cause of concern. Poverty वाले में तो reduction में better करा है, but hunger वाले में it also reveals that the wide disparity between income groups and rural urban areas on access of a nutritious diet. So hunger, respect zero hunger वाला जो group है वहाँ पर हम. The National Family Health Survey estimates that over a third of Indians were stunted. They didn't grow as per their age properly, only marginal better than 38%. Similarly, wasting, which is low weight for height, okay, wasting, stunting, all these are the terms again related to health. So which is low weight for height, BMI को अगर देखें तो height के अनुसार weight कम है. it reduced from 21 to 19%. Obesity in the working age has almost doubled. On the other side, obesity double ho chuki hai, and concentrated in wealthier urban areas. And you find this problem in the wealthier places, areas. Electricity access, that is SDG 7, is another indicator where India has done well. So we are talking about where India has done well, where there is a cause of concern, everything. While the country has achieved near universal household electrification in the past 2 decades में almost every household has electricity. Quality of power and duration vary vastly. कब तक कितनी लाइट है, कितनी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है, क्वालिटी एज इन फ्लक्चुएशंस हो रहे हैं, कम ज़्यादा वोल्टेज हो रहा है, ऑल दोज थिंग्स आर द क्वालिटी. तो ये क्वेश्चनेबल है डिपेंडिंग ऑन रीजन्स एंड अर्बन रूरल फॉल्ट लाइन्स. It is, however, laudable that India today ranks as fourth largest renewable capacity deployer, mainly solar and wind. So, renewable energies deployer में से we rank as the fourth one, जहाँ पे बड़े level पे solar और wind energy का use हो रहा है. And while India has bettered its score in infra provision, India infrastructure में भी अच्छा किया, that is SDG 9. Noteworthy additions being rapid mobile penetration and financial inclusion through UPI gateways. Noteworthy additions क्या क्या थे इसमें? Rapid mobile penetration हो गया, then inclusion हो गया. COVID-19 revealed the stark difference, a sharp difference between rural and urban internet penetration. ये COVID-19 के समय समझ में आया कि इंटरनेट पेनिट्रेशन में कितना डिफरेंस है, which must be addressed to achieve even higher educational outcomes, जो कि SDG 4 है. It is telling, however, that throughout the Modi years, that is the current ruling party which has been ruling for a time now, India's performance in governance, the rule of law, that is law, press freedom and strong and independent institution has been lagging. This is SDG 16. So it is telling the previous things जो भी हैं उनसे और भी पता चलता है. However, that throughout Modi years, India's performance in these areas, that is the 16th part, 16 number, वहाँ पे अभी भी कमी है. Okay, so कहाँ कमी, कहाँ क्या, हमारी रैंकिंग से क्या फर्क पड़ता है, all those things. Let's go through some words. So laurel is any kind of honor, accolade, किसी प्रकार का चिन्ह, किसी प्रकार का चीज जो किसी को रिस्पेक्ट कराए. ग्रैन्युलर इज फाइन, डिटेल्ड, बारीकी से करा हुआ. मायर्ड इज फंसा हुआ, मिटा हुआ, उलझा हुआ, बॉग डाउन एंड टेंगर्ड. प्रॉक्सी सब्स्टिट्यूट है ना, प्रॉक्सी लगाते थे स्कूल में या कॉलेजेस में, पीपल डू दैट. Instead of someone, you take the place and responsibility of that person for a time being. Surrogate, substitute. Stunted is undergrown, hindered, as per the age, बढ़ नहीं रहा. Wasting is malnutrition. Emaciation, that is again explained very well. Wasting, stunting, both are the health related issues. Laudable is commendable, where I will praise something or someone. Fault lines are the cracks, the gaps, things which are keeping us apart, away from the other things from getting unified. Dark is harsh or severe. Okay. Lagging is trailing, falling behind, पीछे जाता हुआ. Governance is administration and authority. You understand this. Disparities, inequality, जहाँ पे तालमेल बराबर नहीं है, balance नहीं है, maybe in any aspect. Okay, so that is disparity. The tone here was cautiously optimistic. This बहुत खुश नहीं हुआ है author, and critical as well, because he is saying main governance is still lacking. Okay, and he is raising concerns right from the beginning. So he is being critical. उसने criticize करा है बहुत ही subtle तरीके से. Time for you people to answer. Give me the voice of this sentence. This is has been ranked, definitely passive, somebody else is ranking. And then we have has been verb third form that shows the tense here is present perfect tense. Part of speech of this word. Adjective, because progress is noun, right? And that's how you check if a word is properly used as adjective in a sentence or not, and if we require to change the degree of that adjective, etc. Part of speech. Not every word before a noun is going to be adjective. It is not adjective. It is a part of compound noun, proxy data, the type of data, na? Substitute data, like that. This sentence, this word, part of speech. This is present participle as adjective because what kind of reduction? Half karta hua. Okay. Um, Subject verb agreement of this sentence. Obesity is the subject. Has doubled and has concentrated. So there are two main verbs here, doubled and concentrated. Helping verb has, main noun obesity. So summary is like this, that India's recent rise to 99th rank in the SDR marks its first appearance in the top 100. This is the achievement part. The country has improved in what all? Poverty reduction, infra growth, only two. But it continues to underperform in governance, security, institutional integrity. The report that was published by the network, it highlights that while India has made advances in electrification and digital infra, press freedom, etc., its 16 still show weaknesses. So SDG 16 के अंतर्गत अभी जो चीजें अभी भी प्रॉपर उतनी जितनी हो सकती थी नहीं है. Structural inequalities across income, geography, education, that also remains deeply entrenched and must be urgently addressed. Has was helping. MCQ करेंगे. Answer is C. What does the editorial imply about India's performance? It remains performance in governance related. It remains weak area despite other gains. Clearly the title of the part. See again, what can be inferred about India's poverty stats? They are unclear due to lack of updated data. Publicly available data वाली जो बात हुई. Next. Make sure to like and share the session, people. Why does the editorial highlight obesity trends alongside malnutrition? To underline nutritional inequality across social groups. Urban places पे working classmates obesity, rural places पे malnutrition. So this is inequality. It's not like कि हमारे पूरे देश भर में खाने की कमी है. So answer is A for the third one. Answer is definitely B. Electrification development is presented as positive yet regionally uneven. So positive electrify तो हो गए हैं घर, but then the quality and vaccine पिछला do you remember last yesterday's editorial? Vaccine तो उसमें था ना. Judicial reform not spoken about, crop insurance not spoken about. Press freedom नहीं, electrification, quality of electricity and availability of it. I also explained you कभी जाति का कितनी बार है, fluctuation होता है voltage का and all. That part gives you the answer. What broader message does the editorial convey about India's SDG progress? Progress is visible but not uniformly distributed. That's what author has even explained clearly. Not read the passage. Where are you? Half of you are not there in the passage reading time. तो skimming नहीं करोगे तो answers कैसे सही होंगे? And skimming is very important for you, and not just for English as a subject. If there are other sections and you opt for doing the questions in English, then you might need uh, good speed, good understanding, comprehension of English language. करो question. among staff, among investors. क्योंकि बोथ बोल के क्लैरिफाई कर दिया, बिटवीन होता तो बोथ और एंड नहीं आता, तो सी एंड डी आर करेक्ट. I told you something regarding modifier yesterday, and this is the problem of modifier. Despite being a successful entrepreneur, lack थोड़ी ना entrepreneur है, he is entrepreneur, so he lacked empathy for his employees, and यहाँ पे भी आपको that add करना पड़ेगा, that made him unpopular among staff as well as among investors. Okay, so that's how it is. Between का context होता है when there is like party A, party B, and something is there which they share or on which they are fighting, something like that. Now what we are saying in the sentence here is he's unpopular. He's unpopular in his company, he's unpopular outside his company. Both the places, that's why between नहीं use कर सकते यहाँ पर. The revised draft on the bill not only addressed the concerns of the judiciary but also improved transparency in regulatory oversight. So, improved. If you change the word address to addressing, then there is no main verb of the sentence. Understanding? We are having not only main verb and then but also another main verb repeated. So, this is the word that is to be changed, improved. The manager insisted that the reports be submitted by Monday evening of irrespective to लेता है क्या नहीं लेता irrespective of something होगा. The new guidelines are stricter. Okay, अभी पुराना ही आंसर आ रहा है. Okay, stricter than those enforced by the committee in 2021 and are expected to face stiff resistance from yes stakeholders. Yeah, very simple. Subject verb agreement and के बाद you're repeating your verb. Ninth answer is C. if the committee would have received the recommendations on time, it might have been able to. Would have nahi hoga. We want past perfect because this is type 3 conditional. If the committee had received the recommendation time, it might have been able to do something. So we had conditional related problem here. You can see from the second part which type of conditional is needed. Might have in verb third form, जो कि been है यहाँ पे. And this is how I know that I want to keep the first part in past perfect as per the rule of type 3 conditional. The committee's findings were deeply troubling and exposed the flaws in the structure. System related flaws, so systemic flaws. Cosmetic, now see, cosmetic doesn't always mean something that relates to human skin alone. Anything that is the outer, that forms the outer look of anything, okay, that is cosmetic. ऊपरी रूप से सजाने के लिए किसी की. So again, in that context also this makes sense. Transient, symbolic, minuscule flaws होते तो इतना बड़ा भारी क्यों problem होता, right? System related because it relates to the structure, है ना? Short term है, transient है, why would it matter? So answer is B. She delivered her arguments with such conviction that even the staunchest critics were persuaded. सबसे भयंकर क्रिटिसाइज करने वाले क्रिटिक्स जो हैं वो भी मान गए, तो कन्विक्शन तो होगा. The answer is A. The speaker's tone was so monotonous that the audience failed to grasp the urgency. एक जैसी थी, no ups and downs, no modulation, nothing. Or and. Sometimes to make sure that students don't take advantage of article, instead of giving this is how they give the article. So this is what you have, okay? Of evidence finally led to the arrest. तो कैसा evidence होगा? Accumulation of, deluge is flood of evidence. Makes no sense, no? Positive, what is the sense of it again? Eradication, distortion, negative words and deluge. एकदम अचानक से, when we use the word deluge, it's actually something happening a lot in a very short period of time. Flood कैसे आराम आराम से आता है क्या? नहीं ना. So you understand it that way. after years of surveillance. So धीरे धीरे accumulate हुआ. Okay, बाकी paucity, lack of something, eradication, हटा देना, distortion, तो meaningless. The proposal, though ambitious, was eventually dashed. Though ambitious was something negative happened. क्योंकि दो बोला है ना, अच्छा था, लेकिन something happened due to practical constraints. तो वो shelve हो गया. Now expedite, ratified, सभी के meaning बता देती हूँ. Optimize is something that is used to its full level. Shelve is उसको बाजू में रख देना. Postpone, not cancelled, but putting it on a shelf. बाद में काम में आएगा तो देखेंगे. That is called shelving as a verb. So C is your answer here. Inaugurate आपको meaning पता होगा, right? So yeah, there you go. And the word that is ratify भी बता देती हूँ. To confirm something, to say, to accept something, to give your consent, उसको हम ratify करना बोलते हैं. That's it for today. Thank you so much all of you for being here, for joining the session. अब मिलेंगे हम मंडे को. टिल देन यू गाइस टेक गुड केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब.